Yo, what's good?
What's good?
Who used to say that? What's
What's
good?
good? No, that used to be like Ramel and John
Oh,
Stevens. And
okay,
all that. Anyway,
that makes sense.
welcome. Episode 76, Jump Street Podcast. Thank you
We're
for
stacking
joining us
them,
today. We're stacking them, man.
stacking
76. That's a lot.
3/4 of the way.
It's pretty high.
It's pretty
Three
high.
quarters of the way.
You're 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 pretty high, or it's pretty high.
I'm not pretty high. No, why?
Okay.
Do I look it? Let me
No,
think.
I thought that's what you said at first.
Nice. It's pretty high, 76. Because I was thinking that, like,
It
wow,
is
man. I remember when we first started, I was like, man, I hope we get to 50. And so now here we are, episode 76.
76. Thank you for sticking with us the whole
Yes.
way, everybody who's watching right now.
And yeah, thanks for hanging tight, man. Wow, what an eventful year. And what an eventful time for Jump Street. Man, we've been getting some segments together. We got a bunch of stuff we're going to be
Yeah.
showing you. And we have been working on some really cool stuff. 2021 is going to be fun. We're going to be doing some stuff other than the podcast. So stick with us, man. I'm excited to be working on these things with you, Austin. And it's going to be fun and working with everyone in the industry. And it should be cool. 2021 should be a good year for the world and blading.
Yeah, I was about to say we'll all get
Right?
redemption in 2021.
Hopefully 2021 will be good. Yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned that because yeah, you've been hard at work getting all this content together for our YouTube, our Patreon, all that stuff. So everybody who is part of the Patreon community, we have a bunch of stuff to put out this week and next week. So stay tuned for all of that. If you aren't a part of the Patreon community, you could do so. There's a link in the description of the YouTube video to join our Patreon community. But I'm skipping ahead here.
You are skipping ahead. You're kind of doing my spiel.
Skipping levels. I didn't mean to do that. That's why I had to stop.
Okay, I'm going to jump in. I'm going to do my thing really
You
quick.
virtually slapped me on the wrist.
Okay. So everyone, welcome. If this is your first episode, thank you for joining us. For everyone who has heard this before, I'm going to do my thing again. If you don't follow us on all of our social platforms, please do. Go to our Facebook, give us a like, go to our YouTube page, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell. So when we do a podcast, you get an alert on your phone. Go to our Instagram, give us a follow. We have iTunes. Go to our iTunes, give us a 5-star rating, give us a review. On our YouTube, if you could share our video, if you could comment, if you could like it, like if you're watching us right now, if you like it, that would be great. All these comments and interactions really help with the algorithm. It's something deeply mathematical, having to do with calculus. I don't know. I didn't go to that class. But if you want to do that, that'd be great. We have some new segments out, the rewinds. Please check those out. I just did one. Cameron Card and Austin have one, and we have some more coming out. So we're working on those for you guys. And that's a really fun segment I'm enjoying. We have a Patreon. That's the page Austin just have up. I'm kind of not in the rhythm of my proper spiel, but please go to our Patreon if you want to be a supporter. We have some exclusive content coming out for the Patreons. You could be a Patreon for as little as $1 a month. And yes, so very excited. A lot of things coming up.
Yeah, be sure to check out, like you said, your rewind that just came out. If you haven't seen it already, it's on our YouTube. You went back to the Staples Center to your Gap to Soul, your super legendary epic Gap to Soul. So people are hyped on that.
Making me blush.
I'm sure you still have to love in all the comments and everything. But
yeah,
if you haven't checked that out already, check that out. The Jump Street Rewind. Also, like we were talking about, to be a part of our Patreon community, we have new patrons this month. I want to give a quick shout out to Rueda Skate Shop in Puerto Rico. Shout out, Paul. Marcus Jonitas, Justin Lane, and Patrick Scott. Thank you all so much for your contributions and being a part of the Patreon community, and everyone else who's a part already. Thank you again. And one way we take care of you guys and show our thank yous to being a part of our Patreon is we do a monthly giveaway with everybody who donates. So like Billy said, it could be as low as $1, $5, $10, $20, whatever you want to donate. Everybody's entered to win this monthly drawing. So you get to win one of whatever you want from our online store. And we are going to do the drawing now for the month of October. So let's get all these names up in here. Here's all our Patreon supporters for the month of October. And let's let her rip real quick to see who's going to win one of whatever they want from our online store. Who's it going to be? Who are we going to be? Sean Mahone. Big shout out to Sean Mahone. You're the winner of October.
Sean Mahone, congratulations.
Yeah, monthly giveaway. Good shit. Sean Mahone. We'll reach out to you and see what you want from our store. Get it right out to you.
We got a couple of new shirts and we got some more in the works. I'm actually pretty stoked on some of our new designs.
We do. Yeah. I got to get on that. But yeah, we do
no,
have a bunch of stuff.
I'm pretty hyped though. So,
I am too.
yeah,
I am too. They're coming out shortly. We're going to come out with like hoodies and stuff like that, new beanies for the colder months because now it's starting to get cold, at least where I am. So
it's getting cold over here too. I think it was warmer in New York just the other day than it was over here.
we had record highs today, actually. It was like mid 70s, something like that. But it's going to just rain tomorrow. And then it goes back into like 50s and stuff like that. So, but we had a record high today.
Well,
So
I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it for what it was if you could.
yeah,
It doesn't
definitely.
happen often.
Nope, not at all. Well, global warming, it's could be like 80 degrees next month in December. Who knows?
2020, anything's possible.
It is. So we have another big announcement to take care of too, because we had our Bladies giveaway where we
Very
teamed up
excited
with
about this.
We teamed up with USD Skates and Bladies brand to donate 2 pairs of USD Aeon Bladies skates. And we had a lot of great entries from a lot of very talented Bladies out there. But we are giving away 2 pairs of skates. So the first one was one of our choosing. So this is myself, Billy, and Megan from Bladies. We all got together and decided which one was our personal favorite. So do we just go ahead and announce that? I guess so, right?
I believe so. I mean, we had the people who decided, it was Austin, myself, and Megan Peterson. She was on the last Bladies podcast about the Bladies skate and all that stuff. And that's where we announced the contest. So the 3 of us decided based on the tricks that we saw. It was really tough to decide, but we each had 3 picks each.
Tough, yeah.
And there was one unanimous person amongst those. And that is Amber Smiles. I don't know her last name properly, but it's the Zero All You Porn Star 360 Out, where she remade Shannon Rogers' clip, which was awesome because it was
Life Plus.
From Life Plus, which is incredible because Shannon is an absolute boss. And it's like she did it the same way over a set of stairs, 360 out the same way.
Perfect.
It was an incredible
Reenactment.
So reenactment. Yeah, that's the word. I'm sorry. But that was incredible.
She's good at those. Yeah.
Incredible clip.
She put up some good ones too for the last contest we did. So she won this one. Congratulations, Amber. I forgot her last name too, but we're going to reach out to you about your Bladies skate as well as Jump Street swag package and a Bladies swag package as well. But there is a second winner also that we have to choose. So this one is completely at random. Everybody who entered, I put all your names together just like we do the monthly giveaway. Let me pull that up real quick. And all the Bladies, all the Bladies names.
Skates.
Hell yeah, so sick. We got to do this more often.
Yeah.
Like this video if you want us to give away more skates more often.
Yeah,
Maybe
please. If you're watching
companies.
us now, like this video.
And so I have all the Bladies in here who participated. Everybody's in here. All these talented Bladies. Let's see who's going to win the second.
So
pair
many good
of
clips, by the way.
USD
If you guys want to see some of those clips, just go to hashtag Bladies giveaway. It's just incredible collection of tricks.
And the winner, I can't pronounce this. I think this might be backwards. I don't know. Paula K. Donat. Yeah. Do you not see it?
Oh, now it's going. Yeah. Oh, I see it.
I can't pronounce this name at all.
Paula K. Donat. All right.
Sure.
Well, you've won a pair of skates.
Hell yeah. Pair of skates and a Bladies and Jump Street swag package. So we're going to reach out to you. And again, thank you so much to USD and Bladies for getting together on this. This is awesome. We want to do more of these giveaways and involve more people.
Thank you very much, USD. Shout out USD.
Yeah, big shout out to USD. It's huge that they gave away 2 pairs of skates. At first, we were just like, can we have a pair of skates? Maybe do you want to like collab on something? And Matthias was like, we'll give you we'll give you an extra pair of skates too. We're like, oh, hell yeah. So USD was very happy and very willing to be a part of having a Bladies giveaway or just be more involved in the Bladies community. They were all about it.
Absolutely.
So big shout out USD skates for doing that with us.
Big shout out USD skates. And those skates look good, I gotta say. So 2 happy people are going to be getting a pair of skates, a very good looking pair of skates. So shout out again. Thank you, USD, for participating in this Bladies giveaway, and congrats to the winners.
Hell yeah. And thanks to everybody who entered too. Check out the Bladies giveaway hashtag to find out, to check them all out. All right. So are we good for our guest? I think we're good for our guest.
I think we're ready. I'm excited. I haven't spoken to Damon in a long time.
I feel like I should have, to keep my energy up with Damon, I should have like drank a Red Bull before I started this, but I'll try to.
Hopefully it'll just be that like, kinetic energy. We'll just share it amongst ourselves. And,
yeah. So without further ado, let's everybody welcome Damon Franklin. I hope.
We gotta get a jingle or something.
Oh no, where is he?
He's
Did
gone.
he get robbed? What happened? Yo, Damon. It looks like he just got ransacked.
Damon.
Do we have to call him? This is real life, people. This is live right
We
now.
might.
This is like
This
how
is
you
what,
watch the
guys. This
you
is
watch
what
it-
happens
yeah,
when
you
you
watch the
do
news
things
bloopers?
live.
you know how like you watch the news bloopers and you
This
have
is
like
what
stupid shit
happens when
happening.
you
It's
do
like the
things
anchors.
live.
Do you want to call him?
should
I
I
see him in
call?
the back. Oh, there he is.
Yes, we got him.
My
Hey,
bad. What's
yo,
up, you guys? I'm
it's
so
okay.
sorry.
You have to adjust your phone really quick.
Okay.
So
Yeah, flip it. Flip it back the other way now. Yeah, there you go.
yes.
All right, cool. All right, we
Welcome.
good?
There we go. We're in business.
What's up, you guys?
We are in business.
Hell yeah.
I'm finally here.
Yes,
made it.
dude. Dude, we
It's
finally
so
have you
crazy.
on.
Yeah, I know Miguel's watching. I know Rashard's watching. I love you guys, man.
It's a good
See, that's what I'm
crew.
talking about. This is energy already. I should have chugged a Red Bull or a
Oh,
coffee
yeah.
or something like
It's
that. I
crazy.
gotta
watch you
keep
guys
up.
all the time.
Yes. So,
Yeah, that's awesome.
first of all, welcome to the show. Good to see you. It's always a pleasure. I haven't seen you in a long time.
I know. I met you when I was like 13 at Woodward.
Yeah, it's been a long
At
time.
Woodward West, yeah.
Yeah, so you're from over there in Woodward West. Like you're from like
Yeah.
Tehachapi, right? You're born and raised there?
Born and raised well, not born and raised in Tehachapi, but yeah, I've raised here pretty much my whole life.
Okay, so like how and your brother skateboards, you blade. Like how did you start this? Oh no, did we lose him?
Did we? What the hell? Yo, Damon. I hope he said his battery was charged. It should have been fine.
Okay.
Do you want to give him a call real quick while I
Sure.
filibuster for a little bit?
So I'll step out for a second. Austin,
We're trying.
do you want to? Okay, so just
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Like we said, this is real life, people. This is what happens. This is all live. I'm actually surprised this hasn't happened more of throughout all the episodes that we did with this live since the pandemic, like the 20 or whatever. But we're getting pretty lucky, and this isn't so bad. Now we hear Billy talking on the phone in the background. So let's see who's in the chat right now. Arsenio, shout out Arsenio. ESG, Eric Garcia watching. Yo, if you haven't seen it, check out Eric Garcia's episode, a Jump Street podcast, maybe like 2 episodes ago, 74, I think. All the crazy sketching and everything he does. He's a madman.
Did you hear me?
Oh,
Did
we
you
got
hear
him
me
back
talking
in
there
here.
before?
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. He said he got a call,
Let's see.
and he's like, "I won't answer it next time." I was like, oh,
He
"Just
got
don't
a
answer.
call.
Just don't answer."
He's here.
Fucking
Yep.
phone calls. I'm sorry.
That's the first time we had a phone call happen.
I was like, how do you
That's
stop
fucking
it from
It
people
happens.
calling?
This is real life. This is real life.
Yeah.
This happens in real life. You know, this is live TV.
My bad, guys.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay, so as I was saying, you are, I don't know about born and raised. Where are you born?
I was born in Lancaster, California. It's like on the outskirts of LA.
Okay, and raised in Tehachapi.
Raised in Tehachapi, yeah.
How'd you get into skating over there? How'd you get into blading? Your brother
It's
being a
crazy,
skateboarder.
dude. It's crazy how much skating was here, and I didn't even know like Woodward was here. But I had a friend that bladed, and he knew of Richie and got me into skating. His name's Max. And
What year we talking?
what year?
What year we talking? Yeah.
Oh fuck.
You don't know the year you started
like,
skating?
early 2000s. We'll just say early,
Early
2000s,
2000s.
like 2003 or like 2002, around that time. Yeah, and Richie, he was friends with Richie Velasquez, and they lived in Stallion Springs. And Richie heard of me through Max, and from there Richie basically took me under his wing and started getting me into all the AIL competitions back when they were up and going. And yeah, basically from there it was like AIL and then a family full of bladers.
I mean, as long as I known you, you've been extremely passionate about blading. Like you've always loved it, and always had this like strong energy. And yeah, just like this really strong mojo about the blading. Where did that like
Yeah,
what
just
was,
stoked on it.
what was the moment where you were like, yeah, this is me, this is what I do?
Oh man. I don't know, like probably when Richie taught me how to flip, that's when I was like, all right, this is what I want to do. Cause that feeling was like, it was crazy. He like brought me to the hangar and was like, you're about to learn how to bio flip. And I was like, yo, I can't do this. He's like, no, I'm gonna make you do it. You're gonna do it. Like you're doing it. And that from there, that's when I was like, yeah, I like everything about it. And I knew that was gonna be my life.
Wow. Sorry, go ahead, Austin.
No, just through your story that you just told, when you started skating, you straight up started skating at Woodward?
No, I actually started skating at our home park, actually, that Woodward built for us, for the locals that couldn't get into Woodward. But yeah,
like Woodward style park, like big ramps?
No, it was a smaller park, but I guess just me being a local, he got me to Woodward. He got me in, he got me working, sweeping, mopping for ride time. That's where all the locals that really took it serious and that, you know, could become families with them, they would let you work for ride time. That's how you did it as a they called it a gremlin.
What they call it?
A gremlin.
They call it a gremlin.
A gremlin?
Yeah.
Damn.
You were a gremlin.
Man.
Yeah.
Couch
we
gremlin.
all start from there. We all start from there. Everybody knows Woodward starts from there.
Yeah, I mean, what it sounds like is from almost, I could be wrong, but from like the day you started, you had people kind of training you at Woodward.
It's so nuts, like Woodward here, and then not knowing who Richie really was at that time. Like Richie was just this, talking about my energy, his energy is always hyped. If you know Richie, you know he's hyped. So
right.
I had no idea he was a world champion, X Games champion. I had no idea until I started hanging out with him more, and he started plugging me up and schooling me up. So from there, I just always been around Woodward. And I think that was the blessing, was to be at Woodward, because that's how I got to meet a lot of people around the world, because they would actually come here to Tehachapi to train at Woodward. So that I was really
pushed right into it.
Fortunate. What was that?
I was saying you were like right in the center of it. You
right
grew up
in the
like
middle,
one of the best places.
Yep.
That's fucking perfect. And you could tell like when people grow up skating ramps, or when people went to Woodward when they were younger, and it was easier to tell back in the day because blading really hasn't been in Woodward that much in the past few years. But like your style of skating, it just like you know that you grew up at Woodward, or at least on big ramps, the way you do your flips and your spins and everything, you still do it now. And it's insane. As I told you last time I talked to you too, that like you're one of my favorite people to watch skate because of that, because you don't see it too much now anyways. Yeah.
Thank you.
You don't see it too much.
I appreciate that. Yeah. I mean, my style comes from everyone I hung around though, like especially Rachard Johnson. He's probably smiling really big right now because I said that. But I mean, just a little bit of everyone that because I get like clingy with my friends. I make sure that I'm all up in their face always. They always know that Damon's gonna call, but I mean, you too, Billy, you too, Austin, like all of you guys with style. And I felt that was harder growing up. I felt like I could throw myself to a trick, but actually putting my elbows down or you know, just loosening up when you land, I felt like that was a lot harder. When I was, you know, looking up to all the friends I was around, I wanted style because of Frankie, everyone on YouTube that I was watching, Rashard, Dominic Sagona for sure, just everyone. I would go do the tricks, but I was like, it don't look the same. I was like, it doesn't look the same. So I would literally do a trick and be like, all right, when I land, I'm putting my arms down. Or when I jump, I'm going to keep them from not doing the spider webs when I do a Mizu or something, or acid.
The spider webs.
You know, when you do an acid, it's like...
Yeah. No, I mean, you got a point, because like, I think a lot of the times if you start like at the park doing flips, like you neglect those little nuances of the tricks, and you don't really give that as much attention as some of the street skaters might have to do, because they're not skating in this like amplitude area of the skating. But I noticed that recently, you know, I mean, I've always known you've been an incredible skater, but like the past few years, you've really been refining it. And at the specifically, I was seeing your stuff at the BPSO this year, and I was just like, wow, he is on fire, man. You've been...
Bro, I couldn't fucking breathe, Billy. I could.
Was it too humid? What was it? Humidity?
I couldn't breathe.
What,
If you saw me there, Austin probably saw me in the corner, bent over, hands
What was
over
it?
the head. I couldn't breathe, and I was like, "What do I do right now?" And I'm in the finals with like Tim and Montre, and I'm like, I gotta do something. Like,
yeah.
So I just do the front flip, boom, smack.
The front flip was so sick.
Was it like
Smacked it. I was
like hurricane topsoul or something like that?
Yeah. I mean, of course, Montre was there. You know, hurricane legend right there. So I had to throw it.
But no,
That was
like
your
I
first
was
time?
saying, like you really found a way to nail that down. And I don't know if that's influence of you keep mentioning Rashard, and Rashard is like
bro, because I have
style
so
god
much to
like
say.
that. Yeah.
A lot of people don't know he's been mentoring me. I've probably talked to him the most in skating. He's always calling me. I'm always calling him. He's like, it's like Kobe and Jordan. Like, he's definitely Jordan to me, and I'm just thankful to have him in my life in skating, because I know, like, you know the Rashard story. So him going through that and having me, it works for both of us. We're always uplifting each other and keeping us moving forward.
How did you get connected with
He's
Rashard?
always positive, like always positive, and no matter how negative I am in my head or something comes out of my mouth, he's always switching it to keep me moving forward, and I'm just thankful for him, for real.
Yo, that's awesome. How did you get connected with Rashard? Do you just like hit him up one day?
Oh, bro, I fanned him.
I was about to say.
I fanned him. I had the white long tee.
That's nothing to be ashamed of.
I had a white Shaka tee, like a AAA white tee with the gray sweats, big gray sweats, I think, or black pants and some rims with the red cuff. So it was when he got on rims. So
I didn't even know
went up to him
Rashard
at
got. Oh, okay, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I
so
remember
he
was
skating
on
rims,
That's
yeah.
right. I didn't know he got.
Him and
Okay, I misinterpreted got on, but yes, that's true.
Well, yeah, when he
was skating the rims,
rode for rims for a little bit.
Oh, did he? I didn't know he did. I didn't know he.
I
rode
think
for
he
rims.
did. I'm not sure. I think he had rims. I think at a point.
Yes, he did.
Rashard had rims.
He had rims, yeah.
Yes, he did.
I'm pretty sure he had like a red cuff with. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, no,
pretty
you're
sure.
right. You're right. No, it's
So-
beside the point. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I went up to him. And I'm like, "Hey, can you sign my helmet?" And he's fanning me hard, like he has the homie filming him signing my helmet. And I'm like, I'm looking at him, and it's crazy. And I mean, ever since Woodward, he's put me on with like everybody, like Erod, Frankie, Julian, just the whole gang, the Blader Gang crew. He put me on with everybody, and from there, you know, I just made friends with everybody. And yeah, that's how I met Rashard, was at Woodward West. I was 13 years old.
Big shout out Rashard.
Episode
We
75.
just had him on. We just had him on.
I know. I haven't
Episode
finished
75.
it yet. I haven't finished
Ah.
it yet.
Yeah.
Then you're back to back with Rashard now too. That's crazy.
I know. I'm always close with him though. That's what a lot of people.
Oh,
don't
that's
know.
a coincidence.
I wouldn't be the skater I am today if it wasn't for a lot of people. Mainly Rashard. You know, like Rashard and Miguel and Richie for sure, and Dave. A lot of people. Just a lot of people.
Yeah, I know. Like being in Tehachapi, like with Miguel and Dave were there for a long time.
Yes.
And that must have been, and even that must have been a hell of a
We're
crew.
not gonna talk about
skate
Dave right
back
now.
Talk about a crew where you.
Yeah. Like I just know a hard level of skating, like park skating. I know the high level of park skating.
As
I know. Are we losing Billy?
the skate park styles, terrains. You know what I mean?
I think I'm.
Oh, Billy,
sorry,
I think we're losing
you
you.
guys are going out.
Oh no, this is like the episode of technical difficulties. Yo, Billy, there? I see you now. I don't hear you.
I'm here. Sorry.
Okay, there we go.
All right, we got Billy.
Can you
back.
not hear me? Okay, sorry.
I hear you
Go
now.
on,
Yeah, you're
sorry.
good. You froze there.
Sorry.
What was the last thing you said?
Oh, we were talking about
Oh,
Woodward and
Yeah, no, skating with Dave and Miguel, like what that must have been like with the two different styles of like
I mean,
you're two like masters of like skate park and transition, but like such
It was
different styles of
perfect.
it. Like
it was perfect.
yeah, it's
It
perfect.
turned
It's
me into a
insane. Yeah.
beast. It turned into a beast. It's because you got a little bit. You got what to do before you go and throw the crazy trick, and then you got the master of it, of the crazy tricks. Like Dave, I was here, but I wasn't actually here. But I was here in Tehachapi when Dave jumped the fucking mega ramp,
Mhm.
gap to Royale on the mega ramp.
Oh,
Yeah, that
Right
was-
there was
the 270 out too. Was
so underrated. I swear,
Yeah.
bro. Like talking about fucking Thrasher for skateboarding.
Was that underrated? I don't know. I think everyone was just like, damn.
that maybe
I
should have
feel
blew
like
up.
That should have got huge though. You're right. That
know,
should have been
yeah.
on
I
mainstream.
feel like that should have
Yeah, no,
been
you're
more.
kind of right about that. Yeah, you know,
I
you're right
feel
about
like
that.
shit should have been like how they make just
Yeah.
every other thing that gets blown up huge. But
How come I never seen footage of you on the mega ramp? I'm surprised.
Oh, bro, you don't want to see that footage.
What happened? You messed with that ramp?
Dave got me in the air doing the running man. And then like I tucked right at the end. And then I slid on my butt, had 2 holes in my butt cheeks. And this is like a never. You never put your hands down when you slide down the mega ramp. Everybody knows that. Your skin will be wrecked.
Oh,
Burned.
stop.
It's where you've been to the Virgins before, right, Billy?
What's the Virgins?
The Virgins, the concrete places.
Yes,
Miguel,
yes, I have. Yes.
It's worse than that. It's worse than that.
Oh, I know. I just skated like a vert recently with Miguel, and I just like literally slipped down. I just put my arm down just on a vert, like not a mega ramp, and I just like had like this wound that took like 3 months to heal. Like, you know, when you just get it, it's like wet. It's like the kind of
thick scab afterwards. Super thick scab.
I can't imagine. Yeah, on the mega. I don't know. I've been there. I saw that thing, and I was like, yeah, it's, you know, it's not my thing. So I knew it wasn't in my lane. I didn't play with that.
Damn, Damon, I want to see you do one of those backflip to whatever you call that, like upside down. That's you'll be in the air for like 4 seconds, just upside down like that. That would be super epic.
That'd be a commercial, and everybody would make memes out of that.
Wait, so I was talking to you about that too last time I spoke to you. Like, do you have a name for that or no? This backflip.
Oh no, but I had someone hit me up on the gram, on my old gram, and they wanted to start doing memes with a lot of my clips, and I told them, yeah, go ahead, take what you want. But there's a lot of footage I had on that old Instagram that I could have made a lot of memes, but that's all gone, unfortunately. So
what happened to Instagram?
Let's talk about that for a second, if you don't mind, because I think a lot of people don't know how to contact you, because even when I was trying to contact you to get you on this episode, I was like, is this you? So let's clear the air right now, just so we can be very clear moving forward.
I fell for a scam. I clicked the scam. Someone tried to send me a picture, and I clicked it, and yeah, from there it was dissolving.
A picture of boobies?
It was okay, so I'm always at Venice Beach out here. And a lot of people take pictures of you, and they find out your gram, and then they send them to you in a DM, like the pictures that they took, because a lot of tourists in Venice. And so I clicked on one, and this asshole got me. So, but it's okay, because I'm in good spirit. You know, it's just Instagram. And I just posted on my new gram, and I said, you took my Instagram, not my skates. Joke's on you, with the middle finger up. So yeah, I'm still here, and I'm still skating, and I'm in good spirit about it. I did hella
What's
good
the new
on that
Instagram?
account.
What's the
new Instagram is the real Damon Franklin. I got X's on my eyes. You'll see me with a red hat on.
Cool.
Yeah, is that like your brand? Like what is that? Because you have the shirt on too with the X's.
This is my brand. It's crazy because a lot of people, I'm so glad we're here to talk about it. A lot of people ask me what it's for. And really at first it was like we were trying to come up with a brand and couldn't think of anything. We were just like, what could it be? And this was actually on my Instagram. I took a picture because I was drunk and I crossed my eyes out. So it wasn't no meaning to it. I literally just made a brand so people could start seeing it and they can know it's me every time they see it. So there was no actual thought into it. It was just something to get it started. And the real actual logo is in the works. The one that's going to be forever.
Do you have those shirts for sale or anything like that?
Oh, right now. Oh, actually, speaking of that, I actually just got bucket hats, actually. So right now we have bucket hats. Yes. These just came in, had to do it red, you know, another Rashard thing.
I think I might have to.
We got the dad hats. These sell really good. A lot of people like the dad caps.
Wait, so what's the brand called?
Oh, it's just my name, just Damon Franklin.
Damon Franklin? Okay.
Damon Franklin brand for now. It's definitely something that's in the works. It's not easy, but definitely gonna stay consistent, and you'll see a lot of it here in the near future for sure.
That's awesome. I didn't even know that was an endeavor you were going. I just saw the shirt now too, and I remember the photo of you with your eyes crossed out, and I'm like, oh shit!
Yeah.
Now that it's all piece of the puzzle are coming together now.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, that's the background on this. But yeah, you'll definitely see a lot more of this. I'm spending all my time and effort into this. This is it right here.
Yo, that's good shit, man. Where do people support you with that?
Thank you, brother.
Website or something?
Thank you, brother. I just want to give my ideas and style to the blade industry, and I look up to a lot of people in the rap industry and the skateboarding industry all over, and I'm bringing it all in together for me, and I'm gonna put it in the rollerblading industry, and it's not gonna be something that stays here for a little bit. Like, it's for the long term. Like, you'll see this 5 years from now.
Hell yeah, that's what's up. Where do people buy this?
Oh yeah, and we have beanies coming too. If you know me, then you see all the colored beanies. Winter's coming, so stay tuned for these. Watch out for these. They're coming.
Where do people go in to support you for this stuff? Do you have a website?
Well, it was my Instagram.
So and now it's your new Instagram.
I mean, for my new Instagram, it would be at my Instagram. Working on the website. We actually have a website, just putting a little bit more details on it, and it will be up by the end of the year. So, but for now, just hit me in a DM and we'll go from there.
Yo, speaking of your Instagram, I noticed you always tag a lot of like really big companies and big accounts. Like, I know you tag Nike a lot, you tag Sports Center and stuff like that. Like, what's your goal behind that? Because most people don't tag those accounts in their skating.
I mean, I'm always in LA and I'm always hanging out with, like, I'm in the circle. When you're in LA, you're in all of those big names. All those big names are there. So they're not so much as big to other people. Like, I'm in LA, so tagging Nike, they're there. I have a lot of family. Nike sees me through other friends of mine, and they always tell me keep pushing. So I'm always tagging them and Ethica. My brother, he's on Ethica, Boo Johnson, and I love the underwear, so I'm always tagging them. As far as Sports Center, just hoping that they see rollerblading. Really, if something catches their eye of what I did, and it open doors for other bladers. Because I know how hard bladers work to get tricks. Like, I know hands-on how hard a soul grind is to learn, or just any trick on blades is hard. So I definitely want bigger people to see the hard work of the sport that is just like every other sport that's big with wheels on it.
Mm-hmm. That's what I figured you were trying to do. But with your style of skating, I feel like it's not hard for other bigger accounts to repost or be like wowed by the shit that you do.
Oh, they did. Like, Nike reposted me and Ethica reposted me. Like,
Nike
reposted you? Or not reposted. They put me in their story because I've tagged them in my stories. So they put me in the stories. Yeah.
That's pretty cool too, though. That's a huge account.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I did like which one did I do? It was something of me at Venice. I think I backflipped over a kid doing a backflip at the same time.
I remember that clip.
Yeah.
You're like the only skater I know who skates that Venice park.
Oh, it's because there's a lot to it. A lot of people don't know that, we had the shop, the Intuition shop in Santa Monica, which, Matt Mickey could give all details with that. But the pandemic and everything, we had a plan, and then we just had a pause on the plan, but the plan's still in route. So yeah, everything that people need to know, Matt Mickey is the man to talk to about that. But stay tuned for Intuition LA 2021 for sure.
Sick.
And that's the story behind me being at Venice. And Everybody knows how Venice is. Everybody knows
it's a circus.
Skateboard
it's heavy
and everything
it's
like
heavy.
that. Yeah.
It's heavy. And
it seems like you earned a name for yourself to earn some respect on that, because you've been there and put in your work.
I gave it first off and foremost, I gave respect. So being at Woodward,
well, that's the only way you can get it, right?
Yeah, and just being at Woodward, you learn how, I call it like professional skate etiquette. Like, how to stay out the way and like take turns when you're a professional, or you've been skating a while. You'll know, like, okay, it's kind of that's like a vibe thing. So it's respect at the end of the day, but just knowing, how to share.
Absolutely.
And really,
I gotta ask you, because I've been wanting to ask this based on what you were saying like 5 minutes ago, and you're just talking about like, hey, I've been seeing this. I want to do this. Like, where do you get, you seem like someone who believes in it so much, and I believe in it too, but I'm always inspired by people who have such belief in rollerblading. Like, it's like an against all odds kind of thing. And, I know you have a brother who's a pro skateboarder who has like all that
That's my nigga Boo.
connections. Yeah. I don't know your brother, but I know he's friends with a lot of of our friends.
Oh yeah. It's all together.
Exactly. But yeah, I'm just curious, like you've had this belief like for as long as I've known you when it comes to blading, and you've always like had this, it's like relentless. So like, where does that come from? You really see, like, I feel like you like have a vision of where you want to be with this.
I mean, I come from a different background. That's why, like it's kind of like, how can I explain it? Like, superstarism is in my family. Like whatever you love, taking it to the highest level. Like nothing's impossible of what you want. Like my dad's a professional boxer. My mom, my uncle is a professional singer. Everybody's professional at it. And seeing, and not to mention Boo's a professional skateboarder. Seeing the life of that, knowing that it's not here, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to create that for me and for future, skaters that don't see that now. I hope to open doors for that, because when you talk about it in blading, like in rollerblading, you're like, oh, it's small industry, this is that. They try to like make you not keep your, like a lot of bladers be like, oh, it's just this, it's just that, it's just that. You can't do this, you can't do that. You should do it just this way. And it's like, rollerblading is an expression of who you are. And I just feel like who I am, I like to be in the middle of the limelight. Like I like to be the center of attention. Like I like to like showman. I like like to be a
the
showman.
Big tricks.
So, well, yeah, it's like high energy, like just entertainer. So that's the mentality I have, is an entertainer mentality. So I think that just being around the people, even Frankie's a prime example of, he had it. He had that. He had it. It died out. A lot of my generation didn't get to see how Frankie was traveling the world, go grills, just hip hop. They didn't get to see that, and it died out. And I've been around him a lot since I've gotten to skating, and I see the same vision as Frankie Morales sees, pretty much. And that's my vision, is just to expand it to the people that don't know about it, and hope that to get more kids to know that anything's possible if you think it's possible, not just listen to everybody else that says this and so these doors won't open. So like I look at it as like a big show for everybody now. Like work on something and put it out for entertainment. That's how I look at it.
I love that. I love that mentality.
Like I'm excited to do something for the people. Like I'm excited to get the people to be like, wow, that was sick. I want to see more. Wow, I've never seen that before. I want to see more. And that drives me to get out of the box, to like be like, okay, I know how bladers look at it, but let's see how Damon looks at it. Knowing how this side and seeing this side. Seeing both sides. Now let's see what Damon got with that. And that's what I'm trying to portray, is like just what I got, what rollerblading is, like what I came together with.
Your artistic passion and expression through your rollerblades that you so deeply embody and believe in. And
yes,
and it shows.
Yes, and I just see a lot of people get appreciated from things just like this, like other people that do sports and their passion. I see a lot of things in the Olympic ping pong and all these other things, and I'm like, whoa. I'm like that has something, and I feel like no diss to ping pong, but it ain't nothing compared to no skating. But I'm just saying
the artistic
though, like,
elements that exist within everything has
TV, and they're repping that shit, and I'm like, okay, we're not really on
we're
TV
an unrecognized thing at the moment.
Yeah, we're not on TV. We don't have a show. We don't have
so.
And the background that I come from, I'm making that happen no matter what. Like I'm taking it to
that's the kind of drive you have.
I'm willing to be extra, whatever it takes to get it to the people that haven't seen it, that can talk to other people and make it a thing again, because we deserve to be on TV. We deserve to have sponsors. We deserve, for all the hard work we do, it's the same as any other sport that people are making a living off of. It's the same. And if other people don't believe that, then that's them. But I believe that it needs to be recognized and appreciated just like all the other sports. And I know there's people out there that know exactly what I'm talking about.
Talk to me.
Yeah. You're talking preaching to the choir.
Let's go.
Along those lines of, you want like outsider eyes to see skating and appreciate skating for what it is. Back to you going to skating at the Venice skate park. For people who don't know anything about the Venice skate park or Venice area, I always consider it like it's like people are going to the zoo. Like the skate park is like a cage, and there's just like animals in there. Everyone flipping around, and all the tourists and people walking by are just watching you guys skate. Like, and you're there flipping around over people and shit like that. You probably put on like the biggest show for all these people. What kind of reactions are you getting from all these spectators walking by?
Bro, I'm already a crazy person. So I keep my headphones in. I keep myself humble. But I know when I take my headphones off, a lot of people come up to me and be like, hey, I've never seen this. Keep doing this. We come here for you. I've created my own character there now. So now I got people just going there just to watch me. Like if they find out I'm there, people on the beach will walk with me to the skate park. Oh, and shit. they forget I'm human sometimes. They be like, backflip. I'm like, all right. I'm not the type of person.
Yeah, they forget you're not a machine, right?
Yeah, no, but it's funny. I'm not a machine, but I kind of am, because you know how there's kids out there that be like, backflip. They're like, backflip. Can you do a backflip? I do so many that they get tired of it. They're like, I give them 20 backflips. I'm like, how many more you want, bro? Like, I'll do as many as you want, you know, because I'm here to skate. I'm here to have fun. I'm here to, you know, let people know rollerblade is still alive, and all that corny gay shit, fruit booting shit, all that stuff. It's not like that no more. It's
well, what do you mean? Like, you're talking about where they're like the criticisms, like
criticism right off the top is fruit booter, or like
right.
And to me personally, with all due respect, when I say this, I'm not gonna really say it, but don't call me gay. Don't call you gay. I feel like you're calling me. I feel like when you're saying that, it's like you're belittling me. Like, oh, you're a fruit booter.
Well, because like, you know that there's nothing wrong with obviously being gay, but when someone says it.
Definitely nothing wrong.
But when someone says it in a way where it's meant to belittle and demean, and that's their intention, then you know that by their intention that they're being nasty. And
and I'm not the type 100%. Of person to really like get in your face and I'm gonna jump over you. You're gonna be in there, and I'm gonna.
You talk some crap to me, I'll backflip over you, bro.
yeah. You gonna
go ahead, say some smack to me, bro.
You're gonna see me
I'll do a flip over you, bro.
Yeah,
I like that.
I'm not really gonna. I'm gonna change your mentality through my skating, but all I know is that I'm not hearing. I remember growing up, and a lot of people. You know, skating has always been fun. It wasn't supposed to be something cool. Like, it wasn't supposed to be, I got blades on, I'm cooler than you. It's just for you to have something to, you know, disenplug from whatever else is going on in your life. But being at Venice Beach and being able to skate there, I've gotten to talk to a lot of people there that love skating and that used to skate before they were a skateboarder. That's all I hear is, I used to skate before this. I used to skate, and now a lot of people are wanting to rollerblade and skateboard at the same time. Like, coming to the skate park, not just with your skateboard, but with blades too, and making it something cool. Like, I'm at that skate park sometimes skateboarding, and I'm there sometimes letting other kids use my skates. So it's starting to be something cool, for sure.
Yeah, you should go there with skates too, because I'm sure a lot of those people, especially like people with their kids and shit, would be like seeing you do those things and flipping everywhere, and like, yo, I'm trying to get my kids on these things too.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, we got 2 skate shops in LA, so the skates are here now. Now that everything's starting to come back around and starting to catch back up, people in LA will have blades for sure.
Sick.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
I actually want to talk to you about, because you did something really cool. You did feature film movie called Alita. And I was curious if you could talk about the process of, getting into that, the tryouts, and then, being on set, like interacting with all the actors, the director. Was that a James Cameron film?
Dude, it was insane.
I don't know who did the
dude.
film. I'm like,
It was Robert Rodriguez and James
Robert
Cameron.
Rodriguez. Okay.
Yeah, it was nuts, dude. And it was out of nowhere. It was like out of nowhere. Got a late call one night from Miguel saying that there was tryouts in LA for Alita. And literally when I got there, this guy named Garrett Warren, he has a patch on his eye. As soon as I got there, he's like, "Who the fuck are you? What can you do?" And I got skates in my hand. And so he makes me drop in right away, like right when we get there. And I actually dropped in with Frankie. Actually, me and Frankie dropped in right at the same time. And yeah, from there it was crazy. And then we went to another audition. Then we flew out to Austin, Texas, finished up there. We stayed out there for weeks. I think I stayed out there for about 2 weeks. I think we went for 2 weeks and went back for 2 weeks, I'm pretty sure. But I got to go there with legends. It was like me and Wake with all of our favorite skaters.
I didn't know Wake was
like
in there.
It was me, Wake Shepman, and then we had Coco. Shout out to Coco, I love you. Coco, we had Dave Lang, Dave Lang. We had
Frankie, right?
Frankie, Chris Haffey, Ernesto.
Oh, Haffey was there too?
Yes. And
we nice. I didn't know Frankie was there. I mean, Haffey was there.
Yeah, Frankie was the main.
No, but Haffey, I didn't know Haffey was there.
Oh yeah, Haffey came in.
Yeah,
fucked it up.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and
holy moly, all-star cast.
It was crazy,
yeah.
and we had Katie Ketchum. Like we had Katie.
OG.
She's a beast.
She's an OG.
She's a beast, and it was crazy. I got to fight Katie. We got to do some fighting, and that was cool. She whooped me. And but yeah, the experience here was dope because everything was so serious. Like you had you're there and it's fun and it's a crazy experience, but as soon as it's time for work, that's when you really feel it. That's when it's like action. It's like, yo, and dude, this was the most craziest experience that I had at the movie. I've never done stunt work in my life. And there was another guy there that was having trouble on the ropes. So the guy Garrett was like, who has experience on the ropes? So I just raised my hand like I have. And they put me on these ropes. And at first, the ropes it had like a lag on it. So I would jump and then they would pull it. So I would like freak out. And then Garrett was like, get this clown off the ropes. And I was like, hey, the ropes are broke. And so the actual stunt producer puts my skates on, tries to do the stunt, and the ropes are broken. And so he's like, what the fuck? Like, somebody fix these damn ropes. And that's when
so he tried to come at you for a second.
No, I almost got sent home. I was sent home. Well, we're not going to talk about me getting sent home, but yeah, I almost got sent home that time. And it was, that was probably the best experience at the movie, was definitely the rope work and being there with Frankie, Julian. Oh yeah, Julian Baugh.
Yeah, Julian too, huh? Wow.
Yeah, Julian.
Damn.
It was crazy. We had the craziest crew: Dave, Julian, Chris, Frankie, Ernesto, Coco, Katie, me, Miguel. Of course, Miguel was there in the beginning. Yep. He started it all. He's the reason that he gathered all the real skaters there, and he got it to make it.
Big shout out, Miguel.
Big shout out to Meeks. Like everybody knows, Uncle Meeks is the man. So
yeah.
I always say Miguel's like Snoop Dogg.
It's Theo Miggs.
Yeah,
that's Theo Miggs.
I tell everyone, I'm like, he's Snoop Dogg of rollerblading for sure.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg of rollerblading.
Yeah, you know Miguel. Miguel just, I swear, dude, that dude knows. He just knows people.
Dogfather.
He just knows people. I love that dude.
Sick.
But yeah,
that's awesome. That sounds like an incredible experience.
Yeah, it was breathtaking. Like it was so fast, and I wish I could go.
Did you meet some stars or?
Yeah, I met stars. I met Michelle Rodriguez. Everybody knows Michelle.
Oh wow, Fast and Furious.
Yes, Letty. She's dope. She and I think she like tried on blades. I think Frankie got her to like try blades on, and then Frankie ended up giving her a pair of skates. So she's a real blader now.
Oh, sick. She
Oh,
got a pair of
shout out to
gods. I saw
Michelle, Blader
that.
Gang.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn,
so it was
that's the thing with those God skates. They look good, so people just want to rock them. It's like having a fresh pair of sneakers.
fire. Everybody in New York is on them.
I know, yeah, all the ghetto community kids.
Like, hey, why you
They all
don't ride
rock
them?
You saw that?
They're
Yeah, I
so
saw
sick.
that.
Go
at the
get
football.
Frankie's skate, y'all. Go get that skate. That shit is fire.
Yeah, I was also gonna ask you, like, because I know, like, when we first met a while ago, like, you said I always want to go to New York. I always want to go, and I think this BPSO wasn't that your first time?
My first time, bro. And cause like I'm always hyped up and I talk a lot. And when I went out there, I'm like, this is where I'm supposed to live.
Right. Like being from Tehachapi, right? Like you being from Tehachapi and then going out there, like what was that whole experience?
Oh, bro, I felt at home. I'm like, it was good. Like it was cool for me because I'm just such a people person and I just love people.
Right.
And so going out there was easy for me. The hardest part was
right?
the breathing. The breathing, I couldn't breathe.
The breathing,
I couldn't breathe for shit.
The breathing. You got to come out here in the winter. It's hard to breathe too in the winter.
And it was fast. It was fast. Shout out to Nickel and Dime. I went out there and I stayed with them while I was out there, kicked it with them. I got sent out by Matt Mickey. Big shout out to Intuition. Yeah, he flew me out. But Justin too, the sticker guy. Shout out to Justin's. He actually went with me out there. We kicked it with the Nickel and Dime guys. Walked around. Went to one skate spot. We went to like a small skate spot, street spot. That was fun.
You only went to one skate spot while you were here? You only had like 2 days, right? Maybe 3?
Yeah.
That's quick. That's too short to be in New York.
Yeah, and then we went to that. Dude, that park is smaller in person, like narrow. It's more narrow in person than it looks bigger online.
It's not an easy park to skate.
It's not an easy park at all.
No.
But it was fun though. I can't wait to go back out there and just have fun and kick it. Cause that park is.
Yeah, you got to come out here for like a week at least.
I'm coming out for 2. Cause it's like I said, dude. I sat on the floor next to a Gap, like a 7-Eleven, and as I'm on the floor eating this pizza, big ass rat runs right across me, and I'm like, oh shit! And it looked like a little dog. Like it was like a big ass rat.
They're big out here.
Yeah.
So you got to get a New York experience then.
Yeah, this guy's like, you're not from here, bro. You never sit on the floor. I was like, hey, oh shit, because I'm so used to always sitting on the floor skating, street spots, and just skating everywhere. You're just always on the floor. You don't care. You know how it is. Yeah,
you're lucky Pizza Rat didn't come in and snatch the slice out of your hand.
I'm sure that's what he was trying to get at. But yeah, it was great. It was crazy. And I got to go to one skate park besides the actual comp, and it was dope. It was like right by the water. It was like,
oh yeah, Pier,
the
Chelsea
one that
Pierce.
I backflipped. Yeah, I did.
Pier
like
62. Yeah.
Yeah.
You jumped that big gap too.
Bro, it was so big, and that was probably one of the biggest flat spins I've ever done.
It was huge.
Because there's no speed. There's no speed.
Yeah.
You have to drop in a quarter pipe to hit it, and it's cement, so the falls hurt. They hurt.
Yeah, that's why I'm surprised you did gap that big on a cement ramp. It's not Woodward.
Yeah, I barely. If you watch the clip, I barely make it.
Yeah,
I barely made it, but it was dope. I could definitely see myself going out there, actually even living out there for a year or 2, just to get that whole experience, the full experience.
100%, man. You got a lot of love and support out there too. So,
bro, it's so crazy how many people actually like hit me up. And shout out to everyone that hits me up on my Instagram that I don't get back to. It's harder than you think, but it's something like the love is incredible. It's nothing but positivity. I never get anything negative on my Instagram ever from anybody. No one's ever put anything negative that I could recall on my Instagram. Everybody's always been like, God bless, keep killing it, love you. It's been.
Let me ask you, have you ever ran into any negativity when you at Venice? Because it's hard to give you negativity because you're such a positive person. Like, have you ever encountered any over there or anything like that?
I karate chop as soon as it tries to come my way. There's been there's no, trust me.
I love that.
No,
trust me,
dude, yeah, just
I love that.
No, trust me. There's actually a guy there right now. He bullies me all the time I go there. Like, every time I'm skating there, he always shoulder checks me. shoulder checks me, and we probably gonna end up be best friends one of these days. But he don't like. He
love
doesn't
your
like
attitude.
Most of the time I'm there. If there is something, I basically kind of cut it because I'm not there for that. But it's never been to the point where I had to defend myself. But most of the times it's something I could control or walk away from. But it's never been bad, and I'm really friends with a lot of people there now. So I wouldn't want.
Does it happen a lot? Like the way you say it, it seems like it happens a lot.
Oh, there's a fight every time I go there.
Oh shit!
No,
there's a fight. Okay, I'm not gonna say every time. Majority of the time there's a fight, but it's gonna look like. And nobody saw it. Like you're gonna see somebody fight real quick, and it's just quick, and it goes away. So,
wow.
But there's not a fight with you specifically. You're saying just in general.
Just with other skaters, and locals there are. It's Venice. Everybody knows.
Yeah, the locals. I was actually at that park once, and someone was like, "Yo, you from here, bro?"
Bro, it gets nasty.
Okay.
It gets nasty. Yeah. Hey, thank God. Thank God I'm friends with one of the main guys, Isaiah. Shout out to my brother Isaiah. He's like me on a skateboard. If I was to skateboard, the style probably be like my friend Isaiah's. But he's a local there, and he's a little scrappy. So I'm close with him, and I don't think he would.
The scrappy town.
Yeah, I don't think he would let nobody fuck with me up there. But my energy is always positive when I go up there, and I'm always sharing my shit with everybody and just having a good time. I'm there to skate, learn new tricks, and just vibe. I'm at the beach skating, rollerblading, like it's right there.
Have you changed any minds? Have like anyone who's like hated on you previously, like you've become friends with?
Oh, bro, I'm best friends with them.
You've done it a few times.
Yeah. I've gotten to some, disagreements, but
so what's the formula? Because that's something we could all take a piece of.
The formula is to not fight, anger with anger. Somebody's gonna be rude to you, and then you're rude back. You just fed into their bullshit. So I try to kind of like size you up and be like, all right, I can handle this another way. And it actually works majority of the time. It's a mindset, like how you want to handle it right after the first word he says to you, or, the encounterment with the person.
So what do you mean size them up instead of like attacking them?
I just try to be like, I try to treat myself as a professional athlete. So, I know that there's a lot of kids and parents watching me there. So, and there's a lot of bud and alcohol there. So I try to watch myself, I try to be an example for the kids, because I am talking about, God a lot in my post. If you pay attention, I'm always putting hashtags about Jesus, or God. So I try my best to be a role model and just, choose my battles.
Smart.
I love that mentality.
We're going to open up for questions soon, but before we do, by the way, anyone who's in the chat right now, I see some questions coming in already, so we're going to get to them in a few minutes. But before we do that, we got to talk about the dirt blading, though, because you're one of the few people. We got to talk about the dirt blading because you were one of the few people actually doing like tricks on dirt ramps, which is like no one could do that. What?
In a sense.
Okay.
But you know what it is? I'm going to just be honest. Anyone that can skate the way that we do, Austin, Billy, you could ride these dirt blades the same way. No grinding, of course. But
they're the Coyotes or something else?
No, well, they're the SUVs, the power slide SUVs.
Oh, yeah, that's right. SUVs. Okay, that's right.
Yes, the SUVs. They're actually, you got to pump them up. The best way to ride them is you pump them up to the highest PSIs. They actually have air in them.
It sounds so funny hearing you just talk about it like this.
Yeah,
like it's not a BMX show. It's not a BMX show. We're talking about rollerblading.
Yeah. Right. But these actually do take air. So you have to pump them up. They work the best when they're at their hardest PSIs. But yeah, man, Montre, he skates. He does them as well. And shout out to Montre. But he actually got to fill in. Yeah, right. He got to fill him, and I just recently got off the phone with him. We talked for like a good hour the other day, but we're actually going to meet.
Big shout out Montre. Montre is the man.
Big shout out to Montre, man. Blader gang shit for sure. But he's definitely on board with it, and it's something that stay tuned for that, because there's a lot more dirt blading coming in from a lot I actually. I know.
Who else is doing dirt blading?
Yeah, you talk about it, like it's so common.
Yeah, Nick Lomax does it. You guys know Nick. You guys know Chris Calkins. Chris Calkins does it. My man on USD. Oh my God, he's gonna kill me. There's a handful of us that blade. Julian Baugh wants to start doing it. So
Danny Aldridge? Is it Danny Aldridge?
No, he's on USD. Short guy. He's gonna kill me.
I can't think of anybody else who would do dirt
it's
blading.
The homie too. This Lunger. Oh my God, it's Joey.
Oh, Joey Lunger.
Joey, I love you. No, Joey's sick.
And that's a local too.
Yeah, Joey's sick at it. And you know what? Another guy, he's like my little brother. He is my brother, Jojo Velasquez. He would probably do it and kill that shit. He's in the ice and he does it all, but that kid could do anything. And I know he would be really down for something like that if the doors were open for a team dirt blading contest.
Where do you do this though? You have to go to like the dirt BMX tracks or whatever, right?
Yeah, that's. I mean, for me, I'm new to it. I've been doing it like 5 years, but I kind of went the wild side. I just went out
down random hills and shit.
Random dirt hills, and I learned it the raw way. Like I never went to ramps. I just went and actually brought metal ramps to dirt. So like we would put like metal ramps into like downhill slopes and backflip into the slopes. Shit. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. But yeah, that backflip at Woodward, that was something that I talked about for like a whole year. And we actually found something to backflip, and it just so happened to be the step up at Woodward. It's actually a downhill mountain course they have there. And they have a step up right at the end. So you come around the berm.
What's a step up?
A step up is basically a smaller ramp and you're basically, it's like a Euro gap. You're going up
to a flat or to another ramp.
Yeah, it's to another lip.
Okay.
So it's like, it's basically, you're just flying up a ramp. So it's like basically a launch ramp put up sideways and you're going down the hill and hitting it upwards.
Gotcha.
So yeah, but that was a 30-foot gap.
Damn, 30 foot.
30 foot. It's somewhere between 25 feet and 30 feet. But it was something that we had to it was a lot of testing for that. And it was me, Miguel, and my friend Cody Norman. We all went out to Woodward one day, and I've been talking about it for years and just sent that bitch. And it
you get a sketch for that?
No, it's down a straight mountain at Woodward.
Oh shit!
You go straight down the hill, and the first time I did it, knocked the air out of my stomach.
Ooh.
Did a backflip, spazzed out, knocked the air out, and then Miguel had to come do the Miguel thing, get me back.
The Miguel thing.
It's like the Mr. Miyagi thing. It's like
no,
yeah.
Is
that it? He just healed you?
He's like he just because Miguel's real, so he's real. Yes. He's always gonna keep it 1,000 and 10%. So he takes everything real. So I knocked the air out of me, and he got me back up, and then sent it again. And I think it took me 3 tries to actually do it, but he made it happen. And that right there was not just for dirt blading. That was for blading, for the people that don't know blading. That I felt like that was a door opener to be like, all right, I seen this, that was dope, but what else is blading? And then get them into actual blading. I felt like if people saw that, they would that would open the door for the history of blading. So that was another thing why I did that.
You got to put some dirt blading stuff on your new Instagram then to show people what we're talking about.
There's a ton coming. And definitely look out for it, because I'm basically taking all my street skating, like all those flips, I'm taking it to the dirt. So.
Taking it to the dirt. That sounds so raw and rugged.
Austin's gonna be the first one to hit me.
I can't wait, because I know what you can do, so I can't wait to see it.
And honestly, I'm not a hardcore street skater. I grew up at Park, but I know what it takes for all skating. I grew up as a Park skater, but I know it takes hard work for all of it.
But those days are over. I don't think it's about hardcore street skating versus park skating anymore. I think it's just about good skating these days. I think that's a thing in the past.
Dude, I watch every type of skating, and a lot of people think that, oh, Damon's popular. Dude, sometimes I'm stuck in my bed at 3 a.m. watching someone with 65 followers but has the dopest content. And I don't know, I'm always watching, and I just think that it's all dope. It's all dope to me.
I love that. Austin, I think you would agree that now would be a good time to open it up for questions. But before we do so, I would like to remind everyone, especially all the 117 people watching right now, please hit the like button. We appreciate your interactions and follow us on all of our social media accounts. I'm not going to do the whole spiel, but you know what to do. Instagram, YouTube, subscribe, like, comment, share. We appreciate all of that. So without further ado, we give half of our super chats to our guest and we prioritize those questions. So the first super chat question we have is from Aaron Schultz. And he said, should we shout out our super chats first, Austin, before I
we could do it throughout it. There's a bunch. I mean, there's a lot here, but it's mostly Chad Hornish.
Okay, cool.
Oh, Chad.
This is the first one with a question.
Right? I knew he was online. What's up, Chad?
Dude, Chad we actually have to have him on very soon. We have to have Chad on.
We do. He paid us enough money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's how you get on.
That's how you get on.
But
hey, shout out to Chad for first place in New York, but he knows when I tap that ass. 5th place.
All right, man. That I saw the live. I was watching the live of that event. That was a great event, really competitive. Yeah, it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
okay.
Bro, Chad is always, me and Chad.
Always, man. He killed that at powwow. That's insane.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Chad, he people be sleeping on Chad.
I don't think anymore. I hope they better not. Okay, here we go. Aaron Schultz has a question for you. He said he did a $9.99 super chat. Shout out Aaron Schultz. Thank you very much. He said, if you could bring, I think he means if you could bring any company from outside of core rollerblading into the sport as a sponsor, who would it be and why? It's a good question.
That's a good question. Yeah, it's a good question. Good job, Aaron.
He's talking about a big sponsor?
That's not a blading company.
Any company that's outside of the core industry of rollerblading as a sponsor, who would it be and why?
There's so many, but Gatorade for sure. Gatorade
would be
Gatorade.
They used to be a sponsor.
Because that's athlete. That's
wow.
This is an athletic sport, so I would say definitely Gatorade because Gatorade.
Yeah, they're huge. That's a huge.
They're huge, and it goes with skating. It goes with skating.
Huge.
I wonder what happened with that because
I like that answer.
Yeah, they used to sponsor like NIS and ASA back in the day, but I don't know if they had any animosity towards skating in general that they pulled out, or they just pulled out just when everyone else pulled out because everyone was losing money.
A lot of people pulled out.
Yeah.
But I think it's the same thing though. Just like you just said a lot of people pulled out. So I think when that door opens again, a lot of people might pull right back in.
Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if I don't hear too many good things about Red Bull, but they're like along the same lines too, that they have a ton of money, huge budgets for shit. So like,
I was going to say Red Bull too, because they're just, they got a mental block creating.
Yeah. Red Bull has
a mental block with blading. Yeah.
Oh,
if they didn't though, that would be like, Red Bull always does huge things and they have huge budgets for all their sponsors, for all the sports they sponsor and take care of. So sponsor like that. I know.
Imagine they like made like a big like course for like someone like Damon or
something like that. It'd be insane. But yeah, what JoJo told us about like Red Bull sponsoring Winter Clash and stuff was like, But
good answer.
Definitely good answer. Well, yeah, let's shout out a little more of these super chatters because South Central Blade Club. Shout out South Central Blade Club, always supporting us almost every episode, pretty much. Thank you guys so much. And Chad Hornish with your $10.99 or $15.99 super chats.
Wow.
Shout out Chad. Who wants to see Chad on the show? Maybe let us know in the comments if you want to see Chad. If you don't want to see Chad, also let us know too, so he knows as well.
That would be so cool.
I'm kidding.
I want to see the screen cap on that.
We'll run it back for you. Shout out Chris Stewart. He sent a peach for you. I don't know if he's talking about your butt cheeks when you rip them open on the mega ramp. Rolling with Rory also shout out. He said paying the ransom to bring Damon back. I don't know what that means exactly.
He's probably talking about my Instagram.
Oh, I guess so.
He's probably talking about the $200 that asshole was trying to charge everybody.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he was trying to charge you $200 to your account.
He was trying to charge people to buy the account for $200.
Oh my god!
Oh,
and
shit.
It's crazy because a lot of people hit me up like, "Yo, D, I got you," and I'm like, "Don't pay the money."
No, it's not about that. It's about principle. It's a principle situation.
Yeah, it was crazy. Speaking of Chad was one of those people. He's like, I would have bought it back. I was like, nah, bro. I love you, Chad. My dog.
Yeah.
Also, shout out JK.
Set a precedent.
Yeah. Also, shout out JK's with a super chat. Also, he says, I can't stick around for this live show, but much love to Damon. He said $10 donation comes from Thomas Portis, who kindly donated his Kevin Gillen Facebook trivia contest winning to the podcast. What is the Kevin Gillen Facebook trivia contest? I didn't even know that was the thing.
Holy moly, what is this?
Yeah, what the hell is this?
I feel so in the dark.
Yeah, me too.
Oh my goodness.
Damon,
shout out Kevin Gillen.
Kevin Gillen?
I've been trying to get him on the show. He's busy.
Hey, Kevin's my dog too. Every time I see him he's came and skate at Woodward a few times. I've kicked it with him a few times.
Yeah.
He's on the USDs.
Yeah, he's like kind of before your time though. If you were starting,
yeah,
like
he was
2000s.
like Rashard's time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like he grew up on
90s.
Mm-hmm. I think right now he was riding USDs. I was pretty sure. The last time I saw him, I think he was in USDs. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he was a USD guy for forever. Billy, you have any questions? I didn't get to look at it.
Yes, I do. I was just waiting for you, but Fish Yabish said, ask him if he'll make a video with a VOD with Boo Johnson.
Oh my God. I mean, that's funny that you guys are talking about a VOD, but as far as Boo Johnson,
why
VOD,
is it funny?
It's because my Instagram, everything happening with my Instagram, it made me have a lot to think about. So I decided to make a VOD, like a actual VOD for USD, my first USD VOD. And it's just gonna be all street.
In the LBC?
Yeah, that would be all street. But as far as doing it with Boo, that would probably be a project, not so much a VOD. Just more so because we're from the same town, and Boo's a big deal here. We're skating. All the stuff that we do is a big deal to our town. It's a lot of motivation. So
yeah, for those who don't know, Boo is your brother who's a pro skateboarder.
Yes, Boo Johnson is my brother, aka my best friend. We're not blood related. Known him since I was a little kid. His dad and my dad are best friends. They raised us as cousins. Like they raised us then we got older.
Okay.
But really, he's really just my best friend. Like we have a lot in common.
Cool.
And before we always were athletic. So it was always gonna be something like this regardless.
Very cool. That's cool, man.
Yeah, VOD with you too, or any mixed section like that would be
just to
so
have
sick.
it with me and Boo, because Boo's known for his style. Like if you know Boo Johnson, you know he's known for his style on the board, and a lot of people tell me they like my style, so it would definitely be something stylish for everybody.
Who doesn't like stylish skaters too? Come on, baby.
Austin, don't even lie, son. You know.
Come on, baby.
Come on, baby.
I'm about to watch something right now of Austin. Because Austin got that dread.
The Blading Physio asks, what's your favorite trick to impress people?
My favorite trick, probably a flat spin. Shout out to Richie V. Yeah, he taught me that flat spin. It's so crazy. Richie taught me that a flat spin. He showed me how he did it his way. Then I made it my way, and Richie was like, I never seen nobody do it like that. So that was cool.
Flat 3 or 5?
Flat 3.
3, okay.
Because I do mine like more towards the corner of my eye. Richie does his, I would say, shoulder.
With his.
Yeah, he drops it low. He drops it low.
Yeah, so I go up, then drop. He drops it before he spins it.
Yeah.
It's because Richie's hair takes him, and he like pulls him back.
Literally, Richie molded me with like a handful of tricks and was like, "You're doing these," and like he took out all the little things from me. Like when I used to go and approach a rail, I would be all the way like standing up, all the way up, and then right before the rail, like right before it, I would squat and then jump. And so he took it to where I like stopped doing that and was already like prepared way before the rail, like approached it already bent down.
Like flowed into it more.
Yeah. So I wasn't like, because it was making the tricks harder for me, because I would squat down right before I would spin or jump on the rail, and it would actually make it a lot harder for me. He just cut out all
pro tips.
Yeah, definitely.
Blader Tees is asking, what was your most memorable competition?
Definitely AIL. The AIL, I went so-called pro, and that everybody knows that how hard it was every year. It got easier as the years went on because most of the good people went first and got top 10. But it was a thing to go top 10 at Woodward. They're like, oh my God, you're from here. And years I wouldn't get top 10. They're like, David, you live here. So probably that year was the most memorable because it was my birthday and my mom was there. So that it being my birthday and my mother being there and going pro in front of my mom, like pro competition.
That's right. Winning in front of your mom.
Right in front of my mom. That right there was the most memorable. Just, everybody wants their mom to be proud of them. And this kind of sport, it's so hard for your parents to, to have an understanding of this.
It's tough.
So seeing
the struggle, I think everyone,
So just seeing a bunch of people scream for me and my mom getting to see that and seeing a different perspective of it, that was definitely the most memorable.
Yeah, that's an easy one for you then. Like that's super memorable. Your mom and your birthday, that's like
and my grandma was there. My granny.
Damn, generations.
Holy moly.
All the Franklins.
Yeah. And Richie was there. Everybody was there. Pam was there. It was just dope. I remember JoJo's scream, David! JoJo, man. Love you, JoJo. Shout out to JoJo, man.
We got another super chat from Dimitri. I'm going to say this wrong. Pukirev. He asks, what's your favorite spot or terrain to skate and why? Which do you hate to skate? It's a little weird, but yeah, that's what he asked. Pretty much favorite terrain to skate.
I hate skating freaking brick.
Brick?
Yeah, when there's a spot and the ground is all brick and your feet are like before you jump. I hate that
because you're wobbling everywhere.
Yeah, it's like your feet go numb before you jump on the rail or the ledge. I was actually oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you.
I was actually in Vegas and I did a wall ride and the ground was like that. And so I was like, man, I hate this shit.
Yeah. I don't know if you get it in California as much, but like when you have a brick with like the moss that grows in between the brick and it gets super slippery and you just slip out and bust your ass for no reason.
It's the worst, especially when you're trying to turn.
Trying
to turn and then it's like straight to the shoulder.
Yep. It's like someone like pulled the rug out from under you.
Or you know what? Another terrain that I hate is when you go to a park early in the morning and it's all moist dewy. from the fog or whatever, especially at Venice. Mm-hmm. It's always half moist and half dry in some areas, but that sucks because you're just so anxious to skate and you have to wait till it's dry. So yeah, that sucks too.
That's a West Coast problem. We don't have that on the East Coast. It's just always cold or just always hot. It's one or the other. It's not like cold in the morning, hot. Spots. Yeah, it's very, very different. Let's see.
I saw another question. Someone asking about the clothing line, and I will just redirect them because we talked about that earlier in the podcast. Go to Damon's new Instagram, which is the
real Damon Franklin, or they can go to my TikTok account, and that's Damon Franklin Skater.
Damon Franklin Skater. That's where you can
get. Yeah, I'm actually working on that as well, and I'm making
bucket hat.
Yeah.
Cool. And there's another one from Blader Tees, and he said, "What's your worst injury?"
Ooh, my fingers. My fingers. all my.
That sounds so not that bad.
No, bro, it was bad, bro. Because first off, I almost fainted because all my fingers were this way towards my face.
All of them?
No, just the four. Just these four. They all went all the way back, but they weren't broken. They weren't broken. All I had to do was grab them and pop them back in place. And I think I was more like shocked that my fingers were like that. And I was like about to pass out. And I don't know who I was around. Might have been around Richie Velasquez. But I remember grabbing them and pulling them. And then they swelled up real big. And I had to put them in ice. But the reason I said my fingers was because after that, it was an ongoing thing because I loosened them. Like they were already so every time I would fall on stairs, they just did it over and over. So that happened to me for a long time. Like my fingers were just easily. Yeah, before the tissue started to I wouldn't give it time to heal because I kept skating. So
Yeah.
everyone knows you use your hands a lot in skating.
Mhm.
So that's why it was probably the worst, because it was an ongoing thing.
Oof.
And
Yeah,
like
that
if you
freaks
sounds
me
can,
out
horrible.
thinking about
if you can look close, you see the dip in my finger.
it.
There's a dip.
No,
That's one of my fingers. It's a boat. It's really
It's like
hard
a
to see,
concave.
but
Yeah,
it's
I
I
can
have
see
really
it.
really
It's
hard.
like
bad
a
fingers too,
concave.
so I can relate. That's not good.
Hey, you know about the fingers. The fingers
Yeah, it's not
suck.
good.
It actually made, it was crazy. I went out, shout out to my boy Anthony Williams. He knows what I'm about to talk about right now. But we went and met up the other day, and we met up and we had all these plans to go get it, just hyped on blading. First trick he does, breaks his finger or pops his finger out of place. It goes all the way back. Session's done.
Oof.
So yeah, that can end a session. Popping a finger out of place could definitely end a session.
Oh yeah, definitely. Popping anything out of place is no good.
Yeah. So
Doesn't matter
yeah,
what it is.
definitely the finger. For me, I would say, I've hit the ground many times and it's hurt. My body's been on fire, but the fingers have been the worst for me.
That's a different question from what most people would probably answer for that. So
Yeah, wow.
No,
That's a
because
Keep your fingers safe.
There's stuff that like the shin but no, the fingers like yeah.
we have another super chat from Lord Brian. He says, sending Damon pounds of respect. My son and I are watching this together, and he wanted to make sure that I told you that he says hi.
Big
what's
shout
up,
out to
Dom?
Lord Brian and big shout out to Iron Boy.
Oh my God, that is, bro. Me and him got history, bro. I love you, bro. I love you, Brian. He's had my back since I was a kid, bro. Like him and his son, like, I love you guys. Thank you for everything, bro.
Hell yeah. Big shout out, Lord Brian.
Big shout out, Lord Brian. Big shout out to him. He did my first interview about me, man, when I was on Shadow.
On Shut Up and Skate?
Yeah, he did my first interview. So a long story short, I was on Shadow before USD. It was a cool thing before Shadow. When like at the end of Shadow's times, I was on the team right at the end. Farmer wasn't on the tour, but we definitely went on a week tour with Shadow.
Sick. Shout out Shut Up and Skate, by the way. Don't forget to check out Shut Up and Skate, LB.
Shut Up and Skate,
Shout out
definitely.
LB, you're the man, and shout out Iron Boy. We got one last question, Austin.
Mm-hmm. Do it. I see it.
Yeah, I guess
Make it a good one.
It is a good
well,
one. Don't
it's
worry.
you know what I think it's fitting from who it's from. It's from Miguel. It's from Tio Miguel. What would you like to see in the future of blading?
What would I like to personally see? Honestly, I would like to see just everyone more involved in getting more people involved, like Miguel and John Julio, more people involved to getting everybody together and played. That's what I would say. Just getting more people to be like John and Miguel, and getting people like even we did a
like
barbecue
events?
for nickel and dime. Just getting us all together. I think that's what I want to see more of, is more get-togethers instead of just the reason that there's not a lot is because everybody's for themselves. And I think if we all were to have that together mentality, I think that's what would help us all grow as far as those big companies seeing us. I think it would seeing us more as a family, more of blading cups, more barbecues every week, more just something every week, maybe twice a week, just more and more of it. Just the mentality of others. Even me, myself, like being in the spotlight, I'm learning to like balance that, to like try to, I went out and gave out like 10 shirts for free just to give back and just to see the other side, not so much about me. So I would definitely just, even me, like, I hope that I can use whatever I got going on right now to build something and not so much just selfishly keep going with it. I definitely want to be I mean, that's what made my life so exciting was those contests. Like going to AIL, I was excited to see friends from the last AIL. And then, you know, I was so excited every time I would go to AIL because I'm like, this is a reunion. These are like my real friends that I have the most fun with. So I'm sure that if everybody was to have a non-selfish mentality and a non-hater mentality or negative mentality, being more positive, I would want skating to be more, so we can get
inclusive kind of?
No, just more people. Because in the past, I've seen us like ruin things from negative comments or not
within,
working as
right?
a team.
Like
not
us,
working
like,
as a
yeah. We got to work
not
together.
working as a team, like not being a real Blade family. Kind of like, I just hope for just more get-togethers, more love, more get-together. Because that's what I went to this last thing from everything that's going on and my position in skating right now. Me going to this barbecue at Nickel and Dime and just getting to hang out with people, no contest, no nothing, just straight love. I was lacking a lot of that, and it really made my week way better.
Well, that's what makes people love any culture they're a part of, but like especially blading, it's like the camaraderie, the love, like the mutual respect, like the sharing this, and so yeah, hate has no place there. So I agree with you.
Yeah, and like even for me, like I'm by myself skating most of the time. I'm by myself, but just being like just going into other people's world. Like my friend's a scooter. Shout out to my man Dejan DJ. He's killing it out here. But just I've been hanging out with him because I have a lot in common with him. We're always doing the ramp skating together and stuff. And then when I'm in Venice, one of my best friends is Isaiah. He's a skateboarder there. It's the same vibe. It's the same vibe when I'm with them because we're doing the same thing. It's not so much of what we ride. It's just I think it's dope to take the time to go find out what you're missing on and don't understand instead of knocking it. Like go out and see why people don't hang out with other people, and you could be the change of that. Like, oh, you don't hang out there. Oh, you don't relate or this or that. Nah. Like I think it's a mentality of wanting to have fun. Like if you want to have fun, the next person have fun. It don't matter what you do. Y'all could do it together. That's even my brother Boo. Boo's my best friend, but when we ride together, we skate. We skate. Like growing up in Tehachapi, and I would be on blades, he would be on skateboard. But I swear it was the same. It was the same. We were just hyped on us both getting it in.
Yeah.
So just for that question, just more love. For the near future, just more events, more love, more get-togethers.
Ooh, I like that one. That's one of my personal favorite aspects of skating too, is the events and the get-togethers. Not necessarily contests, but like you said, the barbecues or like the weekly night skates, even though I don't really go to the weekly night skates in New York, but like the events, the barbecues and shit like that, just it's such a good excuse for people, since a lot of us are adults now. Everyone has like a job, 40-hour week job. You have kids, whatever. And that's a perfect excuse just to all unwind and be like, I'm going to this event. I'm going to half skate, half chill, drink some beers, eat some food and just hang out together. It's all about the love.
And that's what we did. And it was fire, dude. I pulled up maybe like an hour late it was actually a best trick contest. They put together a best trick contest. It was sick. A couple $100 and another prize, but the love was real. Just like, cause my personal life that I have, how personal life is. I have a small circle. It's not too much. Then you realize how many people out there that really love you and really genuine care about you. And it's not even the people that you've known for, your whole life.
Yeah.
And I know that's
the big network. It's a big network.
It's just fuel. It's a big, and it's fuel for the week. People go through a lot of shit.
Sure.
And you get to go around these people that been around the whole world, like you, Billy, Austin. You guys travel. It's not just going to go see a person. You're getting to see special people. You know what I mean? A lot of special people.
Absolutely.
And just having a conversation can change your whole week.
Absolutely.
Yo, definitely. It's cool being able to see all these people at certain events that you just either never met before, only talked to online, only seen in videos, and then you get to hang out at this event and get to know them in person. And it's just like another level of respect for one another.
It's tight.
Yeah.
It's tight.
Super sick. I remember like when Blading Cup, when I finally met Mike Scott, and obviously I've been watching him skate since like the 90s, whatever, but we talked all the time on Facebook or Instagram, whatever. Then we finally got to meet and we were both like, yo, what up? Like
The
we knew
biggest
each other
bros
forever,
already.
you know? Yeah.
You're like,
yeah.
It's and another thing too, like it's kind of off topic, but I haven't been to many places, Billy and Austin. I haven't been to Europe. I'm sure I'll go. I'm sure in the near future. But to anybody out there, we have the internet now. So you are all those places if you're on the internet. Everybody knows that. I use the internet to my advantage because of being in my situation that I'm in. Without Instagram, I don't think a lot of people would have known me, or Facebook or any of these things. Like, so shout out to Instagram because it definitely helped me get my videos out. And so, yeah, I think back in the day you needed to travel, not saying anything for all traveling. I can't wait to start traveling.
It's a new day.
I can't, but a lot of people, like, one thing that, Miguel or my brother Boo or Rashard would tell me is don't use excuses. So whatever you have to, what I'm trying to say is whatever you have to do, whatever your dream is, make it happen. Whatever means necessary it's going to take. And I just know that the internet helped a lot of people in my time that couldn't go out or be seen. So I thank God for Instagram. And even if there's without social media or anything, like we wouldn't even have this right now, Zoom, to do this. So I'm super juiced for the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I'm sure after the this whole pandemic thing is over and we're allowed to leave again, you'll find yourself in Europe or whatever, and you'll have a whole different appreciation for everything.
Yeah,
I'm there.
I think that's a good note to leave it on.
Hell yeah.
Damon, thank you very much for joining us. Everyone in the chat, thank you for joining us. All the super chats, thank you very much.
I've been waiting for this, and I'm just honored.
We'll have you on again soon, man.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hopefully we can be on there with maybe we could do a little duet, me and Rashard.
Oh yeah,
that'd be cool. We could do it off the cuff. We'll do it off the cuff.
There's a lot with me. He has been in my corner, and I don't know. He can be mad. I don't know if he'll be mad at me if I said this, but I feel like him. Like I used a lot of stuff of him that a lot of people forgot. Like I took a lot because I felt like his career wasn't done. So like I kind of escaped for him. Like I really studied.
You're the extension.
You're the
future extension.
I like that.
I feel like he didn't get to like. So like I'm like, all right, I'm gonna definitely let that still be.
I hear
around.
that. I mean, he definitely did his thing, but I know what you're saying. Like he hurt himself. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
I'm not saying I escaped from him, but I respect his hard work, and I know that it made me the skater that I am today. So you guys are gonna see a lot of things of me you're gonna think of RJ with, and it's because that is one of my best friends and mentors. So shout out to RJ, man.
Shout out Rashard,
baby. Hell yeah.
Thanks.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. Damon, like Billy said, thank you again for coming on. It was nice and refreshing to have you on.
Everybody watching, man. I love you guys. I'm gonna keep coming. This shit don't stop, man. Fuck that guy that hacked me. We still coming.
I like that. Well said. Well said. Well, we're gonna have, for everyone watching live, we're gonna have another show in a couple of days. So we'll see you then. We're gonna promote it later on. Man. But Damon, again,
can I say one thing to the kids?
Yeah, I was about to say, if you want to say one more thing, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to say something. I just want to say everything is a mindset. Anything's possible. So stay positive, and G1.
Hell yeah, I like that. Everybody, thank you for watching. Damon, thanks again for coming on. We'll catch you in a few days.